Imagine, just for a moment, that NASA held a press conference today and revealed something extraordinary.
Test it, to analyze it, and go, did we get this right? Do we think this is signs of ancient life on Mars?
Life beyond Earth. Microbes thriving on Mars, strange alien creatures swimming beneath Europa's frozen oceans, and even the ruins of an ancient civilization lying silent on Titan. At first, it sounds like the greatest discovery in human history, but in truth, it would be terrifying news. Catastrophic, even. Because if that were true, it might mean humanity's time is far shorter than we realize. Why? Why would such an incredible revelation, something we've dreamed about for centuries, be so dangerous? To understand, imagine the journey of life as a staircase. Each step represents a monumental leap forward, from the birth of chemistry to the heights of intelligence. The first step begins with lifeless matter arranging itself into self-replicating molecules, stable enough to survive, yet flexible enough to evolve. The next step is complexity. Primitive organisms becoming more efficient, learning to harness energy in remarkable ways. Then comes the leap to multicellularity, where countless cells join forces, unlocking an explosion of diversity and specialization. Above that lies intelligence, large brains capable of tools, culture, and knowledge. Suddenly, a species gains the ability to shape its world, and even take its first hesitant steps into space. That's where humanity stands today. But here's the catch. Life has a relentless instinct to spread. Planets are temporary. Resources run out. Suns burn out. If a civilization wants to endure, it must climb the higher steps, colonizing its solar system, venturing to the stars, and perhaps one day spanning the galaxy. Logically, this should happen everywhere. After all, the Milky Way holds an estimated 500 billion planets, with at least 10 billion that resemble Earth. Many are billions of years older than our world. By all accounts, we should see evidence of ancient, galaxy-spanning civilizations. And yet, we see nothing. The skies are silent. Space looks empty and lifeless. This silence suggests something terrifying. There is a barrier, an invisible wall preventing civilizations from climbing past our step. A force so powerful it destroys almost every attempt at galactic expansion. Scientists call this the Great Filter. A challenge, or perhaps a series of them, so devastating that nearly all life fails before becoming spacefaring. And here's where things get unsettling. There are only two possibilities. Scenario 1. The filter is behind us. We've already passed it, and humanity is truly unique. This would mean that one of the steps we've already climbed, perhaps the origin of life itself, or the jump to complex cells, was almost impossibly rare. Consider this. All animals on Earth exist thanks to a bizarre accident billions of years ago, when one primitive cell swallowed another. Instead of destruction, the two formed a partnership, one handling survival, the other generating vast amounts of energy. This unlikely union created complex cells, the foundation of every plant and animal alive today. If that event happened only once in the entire galaxy, then perhaps we are indeed alone. Or maybe intelligence itself is the rare step. Brains are costly, fragile, and not necessarily useful in survival. It took our species 200,000 years just to progress from stone tools to cities. Maybe intelligence isn't destiny after all, and we've simply beaten the odds. If that's true, we're safe. The filter is behind us. Scenario 2. The filter lies ahead. And if that's the case, the outlook is far more grim. A future filter would have to be almost unimaginably destructive, wiping out not just civilizations, but nearly every civilization that ever reached our stage, over billions of years. Maybe the moment a species gains the power to reshape their planet, it inevitably destroys itself. Nuclear war, runaway biotechnology, out-of-control nanotech, experiments gone wrong, super-intelligent AI, ecological collapse. The list of possible doomsday triggers is long and terrifying. Maybe every civilization eventually poisons its atmosphere. Maybe competition for resources always turns fatal. Maybe destruction is not an accident, but inevitable. If that's true, then our odds are bleak. And this is why discovering alien life would not be a joyous moment, but a chilling one. The more common life turns out to be, the greater the chance that the Great Filter still lies ahead of us. Finding bacteria on Mars? Bad news. Finding multicellular organisms? Worse. Discovering intelligent aliens or ruins of a civilization long gone? Catastrophic. The best-case scenario for humanity is that the universe is empty, that Mars is lifeless, Europa's oceans sterile, and the Milky Way devoid of rivals. Billions of worlds waiting, not yet claimed, but open for us to fill. Perhaps countless new homes, untouched and silent, are waiting for us to arrive, if only we can survive long enough to get there.
If you want to watch more videos like this, filled with history, mysteries, and knowledge, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below.